My friends, good morning. We have any visitors this morning? From where? Mechanicsburg. Welcome. Anybody else? Okay, where? Saratoga, New York. Okay. Welcome. Very good. Well, welcome to you all today. I don't know if you noticed or not, but it's a little brighter in here this morning. We had the light bulbs changed. We got by with 7 years without having to do that. It's not an easy task. I had to swing from one. No, actually, we had to rent a high lift, and they go up, and when they were up there, I made them dust, and so it's brighter now. But 7 years, not bad for a bunch of light bulbs, right? So, but it is brighter. Today we celebrate the second Sunday of Easter. As we've said, liturgically, Easter is the longest season in the year because it's the most important. Christmas we celebrate for 12 days. Easter we celebrate for 7 weeks. And so today we find ourselves in the second Sunday of Easter. And on this second Sunday of Easter, we see the scene of after the resurrection of Jesus reappearing to the disciples. And he comes into the disciples' place where they are, and he wishes them peace and then gives them the power to forgive sins and to go out and to begin the process of evangelizing. But somebody's not there. Thomas apparently grew up in St. Catherine's. He was late. So he missed it. And then, of course, when he got there, he didn't believe it. You know? So it's like when we send a letter out, for something, and then people swear up and down they never got the letter. So nothing has changed, is my point. Nothing has changed in the church. And so as we celebrate this continuance of the resurrection of Christ, we see in this gospel ourselves that there are two things that happen there. One is that you and I, through our baptism, were given the teaching and the direction of Christ to go out and to share the faith with those around us. To not just statically sit, but to truly reach out to others, to evangelize, not by abusing people with our Bibles, not by trying to make them, remake them in our image and likeness, but simply sharing with them the faith that God has given all of us. Bishop Sheen used to say, I will share my faith with anyone who asks. I will argue it with no one. Faith is not a debate. Faith is a lot like love, Do you ever have your friend come and say, you should see this new girl that I'm dating? And you see this girl and you go, wow, what's he see in this woman? Well, love is blind, and so is faith. And just as he can't communicate to you what he sees in this woman that you don't see, so too we cannot force others to accept faith. We can simply model the effects of faith by the way we live, through our kindness, through our gentleness, through our generosity, and through our own faithfulness in the faith. So if we live good lives, if we live lives of generosity, if we reflect the resurrected Christ by the way we speak and live and act at work, in recreation, and in life in general, people come to the faith. People will come because they see the peace within you. People will come because they see the prayerfulness within you. People will come because they see within you a settledness, a dependence on God, a hopefulness that nothing else in the world can bring. So, like Thomas, we need to be aware that Christ has come back. We need to be aware that Christ is alive. And like Thomas, we must kneel before that Christ and say, "My Lord and my God." Can we say that? Is God Jesus really our Lord and our God? Is he the center of all we say and do? Is he the center of who we are? Or are false gods still dictating how we live and speak and act? On the second Sunday of Easter, Jesus is risen, as he said. Jesus is real. People who saw him die saw him walk the earth again. And those witnesses have given us the hope that death is not the end, for one who died walked again. If we can believe that, if we can put that at the center of our lives can never be the same again. So as you leave here today, think about that. The tomb was empty, and because it's empty, you and I have hope. You and I have a purpose. You and I have a place to go. It's our choice. If Jesus is risen, then let us believe so. Let us not be like Thomas, demanding, but let us be like Thomas, submitting and saying, "My Lord and my God." Do you believe in the resurrection? Then it should be reflected in your lives. Be at peace.